All right, let's get straight into it. We're taking a deep dive today into a world that's, well, let's just say it's got some fascinating layers. We're unpacking a specific event, a dinner,
Uh-huh.
for some of the top holders of a digital asset linked to former President Donald Trump, known as the Trump MP token.
Right, that specific one.
Our source for this deep dive is a news article that gives us a kind of ringside seat, painting a picture of what happened inside the event, who was there, and also the scene unfolding just outside.
Yeah, quite a contrast sometimes.
Think of this as peeling back the layers on a very specific moment where, politics, cryptocurrency, and this whole digital community thing converge.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission is to understand what this dinner was all about and what kind of unexpected insights or fascinating details we can pull from the source material.
Exactly. This article provides a detailed glimpse into, a private gathering, but it also shines a light on some of the broader discussions and, frankly, criticisms that emerge when political figures engage directly with these kinds of emerging digital assets,
Right.
often called meme coins.
Right.
We'll walk through the scene as the article describes it and explore the different angles presented.
Okay, let's set the scene then. The source tells us this was specifically a dinner for holders of the official Trump token, or Trumpy. Where did this actually happen?
So, according to the article, the location was the Trump National Golf Club in Virginia.
Okay, the golf club.
And it wasn't just open to anyone, apparently. The source indicates invitations went out to around 220 of the largest token holders.
220 of the people holding the most of this specific digital currency. That suggests a real focus on key individuals within that tokens community, yeah.
Definitely seems that way.
So what was it like inside the club? What did the source describe about the ambiance, the details?
Well, the article includes visuals shared from inside the event. There were large posters and table signs prominently featuring the phrase, "Fight, fight, fight."
Fight, 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 which the source notes is a reference to the company behind the launch of the Memecoin. So that ties the event directly back to the token itself
Okay.
and the meal. The article sounds quite specific about that part.
It does, yeah. Based on photos shared by apparent attendees, it was a formal three-course dinner.
A proper sit-down affair at a golf club. Wow. Okay, what was on the menu?
The reporting noted it started with a Trump organic field green salad.
Okay.
For the main course, attendees were apparently served filet mignon and pan-seared halibut, accompanied by mashed potatoes and a vegetable medley.
Sounds like a classic formal dinner setup. And dessert. Was there dessert?
Lava cake was also noted in the photos.
Oh, lava cake.
And beyond the food, a video from the event mentioned in the article showed attendees receiving gift
His
bags
bags too. What was in them?
containing a black hat, according to the video snippet.
Black hat. Okay.
Uh,
So specific location, tailored decor, formal meal, a gift. Who were some of the notable people reported to be there, especially from the crypto world? And were there any particularly striking moments highlighted in the source?
Yeah, the article mentions several high-profile attendees from the cryptocurrency space who shared photos or snaps from the dinner.
Like who?
These included Tron CEO Justin Sun, Magic Eden CEO Jack Liu, and Bitmart CEO Sheldon Shia.
Right. Those are some big names in the space. Justin Sun's name, though, it appears multiple times in the reporting. It sounds like he was particularly significant.
He was definitely highlighted, yeah. As the single largest buyer of the Trump meme coin leading up to the dinner, according to the source.
The single largest buyer. Wow.
And the article described a specific moment involving him. He was brought up on stage and ceremoniously presented with a golden Trump-branded watch.
A golden watch on stage. And the reporting pointed out that a Trump-linked company sells that particular watch for quite a sum.
Yeah, stated as $100,000 in the article.
$100,000. That's quite a gift.
It certainly is. The article also described Justin Sun as the biggest backer of Trump's crypto platform, World Liberty Financial.
Okay, so there are layers to his involvement.
Seems so. And Sun himself tweeted about his attendance. His tweet, quoted in the article, read, "As the top holder of Trump and proud supporter of President Trump, it was an honor to attend the Trump Gala dinner by @GetTrumpMemes. Thank you @Puasi for your unwavering support of our industry. #MakeCryptoGreatAgain."
So he was there not just as a guest, but was publicly recognized, received this very high-value item. The source also included another detail related to Sun's background, didn't it?
Yes, kind of tucked into the reporting was the fact that the SEC had previously charged Sun with securities laws violation, and that the case was noted by the source as having been dropped under the Trump administration. It also mentioned that media outlets like the Wall Street Journal highlighted Sun's attendance at the dinner and the potential for it to, deepen his ties to Trump and his family.
It's fascinating how the dinner brought together these figures in these specific moments, all centered around this particular digital asset. But the source also presented a very different scene happening at the same time, just outside the venue.
That's right. While this exclusive dinner was unfolding inside the golf club, Bloomberg reported, according to the article, that around 100 protesters had gathered just outside.
100 protesters. And they weren't quiet about their presence, I gather.
No, the source described them booing and jeering attendees as they arrived.
Making your feelings known.
Very much so. The article detailed the messages displayed on the protesters' signs. These included phrases like, "Stop Trump's crypto corruptio."
Okay.
"Democracy is not for sale." And one sign that specifically referenced the event as "Crypto Grift Dinner Bribery on Menu."
Wow. Crypto grift dinner. Those are some strong accusations displayed publicly right there. The source mentions specific calls from the protesters too, right?
Yes, the reporting noted some protesters were calling for Trump's impeachment or removal, while others were demanding broader financial reform in the U.S.
So it creates this really stark contrast, doesn't it? The private event inside, kind of celebrating the success and community around the Trump token, versus the public demonstration outside raising these fundamental questions about the whole nature of this engagement.
Exactly, a real juxtaposition.
And the source provided some broader context about Trump's involvement with crypto ventures that helps frame this dinner. It wasn't just this single token, was it?
No, it wasn't presented that way. The article reported a figure that Trump-linked entities reportedly saw substantial financial gains.
Oh.
Around $100 million in trading fees, specifically from that Trump token, which launched shortly before his inauguration.
$100 million in trading fees, as reported by the source. That financial figure adds a significant layer of context to both the event inside and the criticisms outside, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It changes the lens a bit. And the source also brought up another related development. Trump Media signing a non-binding agreement with Crypto.com earlier this year.
Oh, yeah.
To explore launching Made in America exchange-traded products, or ETPs, in the U.S. ETPs are basically, investment products that track the price of an asset.
Right, making it easier for traditional investors to get exposure.
Exactly. Access things like cryptocurrencies without holding them directly.
So the source frames this dinner not just as a one-off event, but occurring within this broader pattern of engagement with the crypto space, involving significant reported financial activity and these other ventures.
Correct. And as the source article and its related context highlighted, critics and media outlets have publicly raised questions about potential conflicts of interest and even possible insider trading related to these reported crypto ventures.
And the source made sure to point out these external viewpoints.
Yes, it specifically drew attention to those concerns being raised by others.
Okay, so let's try and bring this all together. We have the exclusive dinner at the golf club for the largest holders of this specific token. With notable figures like Justin's son receiving a really high-value gift and being publicly recognized. We have the details of the formal event inside, contrasted sharply with the scene outside where protesters voiced pretty serious criticisms referencing corruption and financial ethics. And the source provides this broader context about significant reported financial activity related to the token itself and other crypto ventures, alongside these concerns raised by critics. What does this snapshot, this specific event as described in our source, tell you about this evolving landscape where political figures engage directly with specific digital assets and their communities?
Well, what's fascinating here, I think, is how this dinner acts as a kind of focal point, a single event that seems to encapsulate all these different threads reported in the source. It shows a really unique form of direct engagement between a political figure and a community built around a specific branded digital asset.
Yeah, it's not just a general endorsement of crypto, is it? It's very targeted.
Precisely. And the source effectively lays out the multifaceted picture.
Yeah.
You got the community building happening inside, the significant financial activity, the source reports surrounding it, the involvement of prominent, maybe controversial figures from the crypto industry, and then the very public questions and ethical concerns being voiced right outside the doors.
Yeah.
All presented in the source material, of course.
This deep dive into the source material certainly gives us a lot to consider.
It absolutely does. It's quite a story when you put all the pieces together.
It really is. And it prompts a final thought for you, the listener, to mull over. Considering the event itself, the presence of these high-profile individuals with their own complex backgrounds and the significant financial details and public criticisms highlighted in the source. What does this specific moment reveal about the potential complexities, the challenges, and maybe the unique dynamics that can arise when political figures become directly involved in specific digital assets like these branded meme coins?